Hello and a very good evening from the team here at Look North. 3 men have died after their car was swept away in the River Esk in North Yorkshire yesterday. It's thought the men were trying to cross a ford near Glaisdale but were carried nearly 400 metres downstream. The fire service pulled the 4x4 vehicle out of the river but the men couldn't be saved. Philip Chapman has our main report.
Despite a major rescue attempt yesterday involving the emergency services and local farmers, 3 men died after the 4x4 they were in was found submerged here in the River Esk. A man who attempted to help those trapped in the car was pulled from the water and has been receiving medical treatment. Well, as plans got underway to remove the wreckage of the 4x4, flowers were laid on the banks of the River Esk, just 100 metres or so downstream from this slightly faster flowing section, and a book of condolence was opened at St Thomas's Church nearby in memory of the 3 men who died here.
It's just such a sad time, such a tragic time, you know, to have three people tragically die in the river, you know, not very far from this church. The community here are very close-knit, and we had a number of farmers that helped with the rescue yesterday, and just a real tragic time.
North Yorkshire Police has said extreme caution should be taken on wet and flooded roads in the wake of Storm Gerrit and this tragic loss of life on the North York moors. Phil Chapman, BBC Look North, Glaisdale.
Also tonight, the family of a Good Samaritan who died after being hit by a car while helping an injured stranger in Sheffield have paid tribute to him. Chris Marriott was out walking on Wednesday with his wife and 2 sons when he stopped to help an unconscious woman. His family say he was a wonderful man who was devoted to helping others. Ollie Constable has spent the day in Sheffield.
It was meant to be a celebration, a wedding party that ended in tragedy here on College Close. Father of 2, Chris Marriott, out on a walk with his family, came across a scene of violence where people had been stabbed and a woman lay injured in the road. His only reaction was to stop and try and help her before he was hit by a car that police say collided with the group. Today, Chris's family have described him as a wonderful husband, dad, brother, uncle and a friend to many. He devoted much of his life to helping others, and his family said even in his death it shows the sort of man he was, to go to help rather than to turn away. He was an IT manager at a debt advice charity, with their CEO today telling me it's been like losing a family member as Chris put others before himself.
Whatever had gone on, you know, he saw somebody that needed some help and, you know, he didn't put his own safety first. He just, you know, felt, yeah, this is somebody that I can help. This is a situation where I might be able to make a difference. And, you know, it's just, yeah, typical of who he was as a man.
Today, police tell us a 23-year-old man remains in police custody, with a 55-year-old man released on police bail. Both had been arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder. The woman Chris helped remains in hospital in a life-threatening condition. Ollie Constable, BBC Look North, Sheffield.
And our thoughts are with Chris's family. A man has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after 2 police officers were hit by a car in Leeds. It happened just before midnight on Wednesday near the junction of Trevellyn Square and Commercial Court. The 2 officers were both taken to hospital but have since been discharged. The 56-year-old driver of the car has been arrested. He's also been treated in hospital. A man has been charged with murdering a 23-year-old man in North Yorkshire on Boxing Day and has been remanded in custody. 23-year-old Luke Miller was found on Rosemary Court at 7:20 on Tuesday morning. Taylor Fennick, who's 22, appeared at Leeds Crown Court this morning. No pleas were entered during the brief hearing. Now, a North Yorkshire charity says it could double the service it provides if it had more volunteers. Age UK North Yorkshire Coast and Moors is urging people to join its befriending service for isolated older people, which has currently a long waiting list. Carla Fowler has been to meet 81-year-old Ronnie and his friend Paul, who met on the scheme.
Sometimes a simple knock at the door and a friendly greeting mean more than we know. 81-year-old Ronnie lives alone in Filey, so a friend calling round once a week is an important link with the outside world.
Oh, It's lovely in here.
Ronnie and Paul first met through Age UK's befriending scheme during lockdown. That meant phone calls at first, but face-to-face meetings soon followed. Now they're firm friends, particularly since Ronnie lost his wife earlier this year. It's an important relationship for both of them.
He knows my circumstances because we're both in the same situation, you know, and he's very good to talk to. We can talk to each other about different stuff, you know. We were just saying the other day, if Age Concern folded, we'd still be friends. You know, just because Age Concern was involved, we don't have to say, oh, well, that's it. We could still be friends, you know. Especially when you go like that.
I don't think we've ever had a crossword. I genuinely look forward to seeing Ronnie, and there's no, I'm the volunteer and befriending scheme and somebody's feeling a bit vulnerable, so that has gone now. Our relationship is, and with Ronnie, is on an equal standing.
But Paul is one of a small number of volunteer befrienders in the Moors and Coast area of Yorkshire. Age UK have a long waiting list of older people living on their own, needing to be matched with a local person willing to offer a little time.
Just someone keeping in touch regularly with someone can really make a massive change to their mental health and indeed their physical health as well. But it really is dependent upon more volunteers. We probably could double the number of people that we help, but we are really appealing to people to, you know, if they like what they see, to come and volunteer and help change a vulnerable person's life.
Social isolation impacts thousands of older people in Yorkshire, but a little time shared can make a big difference. Carla Fowler, BBC Look North, Filey.
Yes, a little bit of kindness there goes a long way, doesn't it? Now, on to the weather prospects. It's been pretty miserable today. Let's see if there's any improvements as we head towards the new year. Here's Paul Mooney with the forecast.
Good evening. Well, the unsettled weather continues. Fair few showers around at first as we head through the evening and into the early part of the night. It becomes drier and clearer later on. Under those clearer skies and lighter winds, temperatures could dip close to freezing in one or two spots. A chilly start tomorrow then. A dry start for most, but cloud and outbreaks of rain spread in from the southwest through the day. The afternoon could see some heavier rain in the north and west. Further south and east, drier, perhaps a little bit brighter, 10, maybe 11 degrees Celsius. Then as we head into the new year and into the new week, it stays unsettled. Showers, perhaps some longer spells of rain, and turning colder as we head through the next few weeks. Cold enough for some overnight frosts.
Ah, delightful. That is it from us. Do have a lovely evening, whatever you have planned. We'll be back with the late news at the later time at around 5 to 11. Hope you can join us then. Good night.